What's good, y'all? Choice here back with another video. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, and comment. Today is going to be about the ultimate guide to using a retinoid. Now, there's a reason why I've talked about retinoid in every single one of my skincare videos. So today I'm going to be analyzing what it does, all of its benefits, a common timeline that you should expect when using a retinoid, some common mistakes, and also if you should just use it yourself. Let's get into it. So what is retinoid and what are its benefits? A retinoid is a topical treatment, so you're going to be applying it to your face, and it increases the skin cell turnover rates. Basically what that means is you're going to be able to shed skin cells at much higher rates. Since you're shedding skin cells at much higher rates, you're going to be able to remove those skin impurities, and that's where you get acne from. And so because of this, you're going to be replacing those old skin cells with new healthy skin cells, and that's going to give you that smooth texture on your face. This is the reason why retinoids are able to treat acne scars, hyperpigmentation, fine lines, and wrinkles. There are two retinoids I'm going to be talking about in this video: tretinoin and adapalene. Both of these ingredients are very effective. However, there are some differences. Tretinoin has been around for a lot longer and has more studies and more history behind it, while adapalene is much newer. There are differences between tretinoin and differin or adapalene, and I'm going to be going over that later in this video, so stay tuned. Also, if I say differin, I don't mean to confuse you. I'm just talking about adapalene, because it's one of the products that has adapalene in it. So how do you use a retinoid like tretinoin or differin or adapalene or whatever you're using? Now, before you apply your retinoid, you want to make sure that you wash your face and let it completely dry. You don't want any moisture in it. You just want it to be completely dry. You don't want to add any further irritation. Let me just show y'all. I'm gonna just do a visual demonstration, okay? So I get my headband, push my hair back, you know what I'm saying, little hairline review.
But bro, JJ, I didn't know it was like that. Oh, bro.
Alright, so I'm not actually using differin or tretinoin or adapalene. I'm just using my moisturizer, but it's like the same thing. And you want this amount. You want like a pea-sized amount, not too much. So what you want to do is you want to just dot it on your face. So what I like to do is put on my jawline, put on my chin, other side of my jaw, put on my cheek, put on my nose, and put on my forehead. Now I'm kind of out, you know, I don't really have enough to cover my full forehead, so I'm going to take some from my chin because I put a bit too much there. I'm just going to dot it on my forehead, you know what I'm saying? And then you just rub it in circular motion. After you've applied the adapalene, differin, tretinoin, or whatever retinoid you're using, you want to wait at least 20 minutes. And the reason for this is you just want to let the skin soak in the retinoid just to get the full effects. After this, that's when you can moisturize. So you can put on whatever moisturizer you got, but whatever moisturizer you use, it's just up to you, personal preference, doesn't really matter. You also want to make sure you're only applying this product at night. You don't want to use a retinoid during the day, and that's because during the day you're going to be exposed to the sun, and so the sun can tamper with the effects of the retinoid, and you're not going to get the full effects, and it might even harm your skin as a result. So also make sure that during the day you're applying the sunscreen, you're protecting your skin, just in case. Even though you're not going to be applying it during the day, you're going to be applying it at night. Still, I would say protect your skin, just be safe. Now, even though I did say that you can apply the retinoid first and then the moisturizer, if you have very sensitive skin, I would say to use the moisturizer as a buffer. So what that means is you want to apply the moisturizer first on your face, let it sit for about 20 minutes, and then apply the retinoid afterwards. And the reason for that is the retinoid is not going to become in direct contact with your skin because you've protected it with the moisturizer. However, you're still going to get the proper effects of the retinoid. I would say that this is the safer option because if you're applying the retinoid first, it can dry out your skin. You're not going to get the full effects because your face is extremely dry. However, if you're just moisturizing your face, using it as a barrier, you should be fine because your skin is going to be moisturized, it's going to be healthy, and you're still getting the effects of the retinoid. Although it might be slightly limited, honestly, I don't think you're going to see a big difference. One of the most common mistakes that people make when using a retinoid is something that I've done too. It's using active ingredients like salicylic acid or benzoyl peroxide. When I first started using a retinoid, I used differin. Now, one of my biggest mistakes was that I would use the salicylic acid cleanser twice a day. And then after that, I would moisturize and then add the differin afterwards. This was a completely big mistake. You do not want to use these active ingredients that are just going to exfoliate your face twice a day. It's way too much if you're also using it with the retinoid. The retinoid itself is also very drying, so if you're using salicylic acid or benzoyl peroxide twice a day, your skin is going to get cooked.
Oh, season it yourself. Because you're cooked.
Your skin barrier is going to be burning. You're going to put a moisturizer on and you're going to feel burning. It's going to feel like acid all over your face. It's going to feel terrible. And you're going to break out way more. I think this is the reason why differin never worked for me. It's because I would use these active ingredients every single day and I never switched it up. And so because of that, my skin was constantly breaking out and getting worse and worse. For this reason, I thought differin was a terrible product, but in reality, it probably was just my fault. I was just using it incorrectly. So honestly, just do not use any active ingredients at all. It's just going to add further irritation to your skin. It's going to make your acne worse, and you're just not going to feel good at all. Another common mistake is that people aren't patient. You're going to go through the purging phase, which is when you basically have a bunch of pimples all over your face, and that's because of the retinoid. The retinoid is going to be shedding your skin cells and it's going to be revealing all the impurities behind it. And so that's why you're going to have a bunch of acne on your face. You're probably going to lose confidence, but it's alright, just push through it. Because I guarantee you, after that purging phase, once you get that 3-month mark, you're going to see results. It's going to be so satisfying to see your face clear up. It's going to be absolutely worth it. Just stick with it. And if you don't see results after 3 months, then you can quit. Okay, so now I'm going to show you guys a common timeline that many people have when it comes to using a retinoid, and also my results just to support that evidence. So before I started using tretinoin, my skin wasn't too bad. I did have pimples here and there, it was definitely noticeable, but it definitely was affecting my confidence. Now already a few weeks in, I already started the purging phase. My acne was getting a lot worse already. And this is what is to be expected once you start using a retinoid like tretinoin or differin. There's going to be pimples all over your face. It's going to be expected. Just don't stress, because even though your skin is getting worse, it's for the long term. Your skin is going to be a lot better. After a few months, you'll be good. This is what my skin looked like 1 month in. It wasn't absolutely terrible, but I definitely felt like it was getting slightly worse. Just so you know, the purging phase can be very long for many people. It was quite long for me. For me, it was about 2 months. About 2 months in, you can see my acne was leaving marks behind. I had pigment changes, I had dark spots, I had red spots on my face. It was pretty bad. Now after a few weeks after that, so this is about maybe a bit over 2 months in, my face began to clear up. And this is when you're finally like, okay, all this pain, all the pimples I went through, it's finally paying off. As you can see, my forehead is a lot clearer and my cheeks, it's slightly better. You know what I'm saying? I still have some pimples there, but I feel a lot better. I still do have a lot of pimples on my cheeks and my jawline, but it's definitely getting better. And I think that I'm done with the purging phase at this point, because it only got better since this picture. Now, 3 months in, you can see my face is almost entirely cleared up. I don't have any pimples on my forehead, not really any on my cheeks either. It's really just my jawline and my neck. But as you can see, my acne has improved so much over the course of just 3 months. That's all you need, 3 months. I would recommend that you do this over the summer if you're going to school, because that's when no one's really going to see you. If you're doing it during the school year, you're probably going to lose a lot of confidence, to be honest, because everyone's just going to be looking at your face. They're going to be making comments on it. So probably just wait until the summer and then start using the retinoid. So I just hope that this timeline is very informative to you guys. You guys are probably going to be able to relate once you start getting on this retinoid journey. But yeah, good luck to you guys. So should you add retinoid to your skincare routine? If you have acne scars, hyperpigmentation, fine lines, or wrinkles, I absolutely recommend that you do start using a retinoid. However, if you do have sensitive skin, I still would recommend you use a retinoid, even though it can be quite drying to the skin. Just don't use tretinoin, use adapalene. Adapalene's advantage over tretinoin is the fact that it's not as drying to the skin, so you're going to be able to use it even if you have sensitive skin. However, just make sure you're adding it into your skincare routine very slowly. Make sure you remove all the active ingredients like salicylic acid or benzoyl peroxide. Remove all of that. You want to start using adapalene once a week. Once your skin is used to that, you can do 2 times a week, then you can do 3 times a week, 4 times a week, 5 times a week. Build your way up all the way until you're using it every single day. But be very cautious. If your skin is getting very dry, once you switch to using maybe 3 times a week, go back down and do it 2 times a week and you'll be fine. Just be very smart, be very reactive, and most importantly, just stay patient. I hope this video is going to help you guys. I know a lot of people that have acne are probably going to be watching this. Just trust me, man. Or if you don't trust me, go talk to a dermatologist. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, and comment, and peace.